Welcome to Using ONESearch Part 1. In this module, we're going to be logged into My Red Dragon and head over to the Library tab. On the Library tab, there's a library search box with a tab that says ONESearch. This is what we're going to be using to do our searching today. Let me type in my search term, which is dragon, and go ahead and click the search button. As this is loading, I want to point out that over here on the right-hand side, it says Ask a Librarian. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that bar. As if I click this button, it's going to slide out a chat box where you can ask a question to a librarian while you're doing your research. It's pretty handy, and we're always there to give you a hand. So I've entered my search term dragon. The first thing on my results list is about the topic. And this is an encyclopedia article that'll give me an opportunity to find some other keywords, give me some more background information. Since it's an encyclopedia article, it's probably not what I want to cite in my paper, but it is good for background information, and you can click here to get the full text. So now as I'm looking down my results list, I'm seeing an awful lot of books and videos. Video, book, and my professor talked about these peer-reviewed journal articles. So on the left-hand side under Refine Results, if we go down and we pick that choice, peer-reviewed journals, that comes up in my active filters, and there's a little padlock, and if I lock that padlock, it turns yellow, and then it stays even if I add more terms into my search box, and the results are now going to be things out of those scholarly peer-reviewed journals. So I'm going to add another term. And as we learned in the Boolean video, the terms you use are and, or, and not. I'm going to put and in all capital and type in the word literature and go ahead and do a search. And now I'm getting all articles about dragons and literature from these scholarly peer-reviewed journals. There's other filters over here too that we may want to use. So as we look down this list under availability, this one that's available online is a good one to use, since there are a lot of things mentioned in the database that you may have to order through interlibrary loan, which isn't a bad thing. It's requesting it from another library, but if you want to see things immediately right now for a project, you can lock in available online. Another thing you can do if you want to is publication date. You can set this if you have a professor who's asking you for more recent articles. You can really set filters for anything that you're interested in, because maybe sometimes you want books and you want to go under source type and see what's available. I've set it to peer-reviewed journals, so the books aren't coming up, but you could set it for books. So now I'm thinking I want to add another term into this mix, and so I'm going to head over here to this advanced search button, because now that it's getting a little more complicated, I want to use my advanced search. And here they actually give you the Boolean operators in a drop-down field, which is really nice. And so I'm going to add another line. I'm going to type, instead of literature, I'm going to put in children's literature, and I'm going to take this part out from up here. I think I need an A. Literature. I can also go over here and I can put in the date here if I would like to. Add it in this field. And now that we have dragon and children's literature, we can look down through. Oh, here's one about the How to Train Your Dragons book series. This is fun, but as I'm looking down through these and getting some titles and reading what things are available, role playing in children's literature, I want to actually look for a particular author. So I'm going to go back to the top and try to find some books from Tolkien, who wrote the Lord of the Rings series. So I'm going to do and Tolkien and do a search. We'll scroll down and see what we've got. Looking through my list, look at this. Beyond the Hobbit, J.R.R. Tolkien's other works for children. That one looks like an excellent choice, along with some of these other ones. So this ends all the things we needed to share in ONESearch Part 1, and we will talk a little bit more about finding full text and how to cite things in Part 2.